Hello witchy friends, how are you? Psychic Green Witch here again. I thought I'd do a video this time on Samhain and what is it? Sorry, I lost track. Samhain, pumpkins, and witchcraft. I wrote it down in my book of shadows because I was researching and kind of trying to learn more about what the whole pumpkin lores and stuff, where it came from and where it started, and different I have like 3 different spells that you can do with pumpkin seeds that I learned how to do. Well, actually one of them's with a pumpkin, but I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do the other 2 with the pumpkin seeds because that's what I have available right now. I haven't bought any pumpkins besides my little these pumpkins that are dried, and I bought these to decorate with. You can buy these at grocery stores. They're real genuine gourds. Then you can put on your altar and put around. I also have my crystals and stuff here and spread around for protection before we get started. And I'm gonna light my candles and I'm gonna cleanse my area, and I have my rue water also to cleanse my area and to cleanse myself a little bit before, so that, you know, all the negativity will be out of this area at least. Most of the time it's out of my whole, well, not completely out of my house, but I do a pretty good job of keeping most of it out with my little shot glasses with salt and pepper and other herbs that absorb the negativity and all that, and you know, repel it, so the evil and all that, if there was any around. All right, so I'm gonna start by first cleansing my area with the rue water myself. I got this at my local metaphysical shop downtown, so I'm almost out. I use it a lot. It's very strong and very good protection. And I'm gonna also light my candles and light my incense. So, well, first, yeah, we can go ahead and light the incense, and then I'll use my bundle, my dragon blood bundle, to, if I can get it to light, cleanse my area a little bit better, a little bit more. The incense also helps, but it helps mostly. I love the scent. Keeps me calm, it just gets me in a very good mood. But they're also very protective because this is lavender, and I have so many different incense. I can't make up my mind which one I'm gonna use sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cleanse my area first, and then light my candles. I'll cleanse it more because I already used the rue water. Okay, this is my dragon blood bundle that I also got at my local metaphysical shop downtown here in Waynesboro, Virginia. Please go see them and support. I will just say it's a metaphysical shop's called the Pyramid, so you should go check it out. It's not a very big shop, but it has a lot of neat things in there, and I love going there. There's some other shops, I think, in Charlottesville and stuff, but I don't go there as much. So, because I live here, so you can cleanse yourself. Yeah, do a good job of all that. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more enthusiastic, because I know in some of my videos I start talking and it probably gets really boring. I apologize. I'm not doing it intentionally. I am a new YouTuber, like I said, and I'm just trying to get the information out there. I feel like that's the most important thing. But sometimes I forget, you know, to be happy, well, not be joyful kind of in my videos, so it's not so boring, a little enthusiastic, a little, maybe a little jumpy, a little, not really jumpy, but like, I don't know, more upbeat than I have been, I guess you could say. I have trouble finding my words sometimes, so. All right, I think I did a pretty good job of cleansing the area. And like I said, make sure that your bundles out, your candles out, and everything before you go and leave them somewhere. because you can light stuff on fire. So that's why I see this little section that's got a little burning. I'm trying to put it out. It'll probably go out in just a second. There it goes. All right, I'll put my bundle right there. I'm loving the bundles. I gotta get me some more of different ones because I love to cleanse. Smoke cleanse is like my one favorite thing. I don't do it a whole lot because I have dogs, but when I do get to do it, I like to do it. And I use my incense, but not around them. They're in the other room. They come in here periodically, but not very often. So, all right. I made a mess all over my book of shadows, but okay. Now we're gonna light the candles. I have this candle. I actually made, well, I didn't make the candle, but I dressed it with, I'm gonna have to, that's burning me, because I don't have my other thing burnt out, so I have to use this one, this lighter, because my other longer one burned out, so I had to get another one. I like the longer ones because I don't burn myself as much. But if you're careful with these too, you won't burn yourself. But I wasn't that careful a minute ago and kind of felt the heat a little too much. This is my new candle that I showed in my last video, I think, or the one before that, that I just got apple pumpkin for the season, also for, because it's fall, it's Samhain, one of the my favorite times of year, or Halloween, whichever you want to call it. Similar traditions in a way and everything, which we're going to go over the whole pumpkin thing. All right, so those are lit. I think that's it for all that. So let's get into it. We can do a little prayer if you want beforehand. Whatever God or goddess you believe in, or I was raised on believing in Jesus, and I still believe in him to certain things about him, I guess. And I believe in multiple gods and goddesses, not just one. There's more than one, because with this big universe and everything, why not? We need lots of protection, lots of help. So I also deal with Hecate. I'm trying to get her to work with me with some of my spells and my workings. I'm gonna do a video about that with the oil that I made and stuff in a little while. It's not quite ready yet. And my black candle for her in devotion and well, for her to help me and as to honor her. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. So just pray that everything goes well, that we're protected, no evil or no negativity is allowed in this space around or to affect any of my workings or any of the things I'm doing right now. Is not allowed near my home, in my home, around my family. And this is what I demand, because I will not allow it, because you can control that. And so mote it be, blessed be, for the protection for us today. Okay, of course you can make up any words. I mean, that wasn't the best one. I usually do better, and usually I do the rhyming thing, but not today. Not right this minute, right off my head. So okay, so with that out of the way, let me look up some information I can tell you before we get into doing the spells that I found. And yes, I did not make these spells. I looked them up and tweaked them a little bit, but you know, wrote most of it down the way it was. But okay, so Samhain is from the 31st through the 31st of October through to the, well, it says the 1st of November is the eve, like, of the witch. It's the witch's new year, pretty much. So I guess it goes through to the 2nd of November then. So the 31st to the 2nd, I would guess. And the magical aspects for pumpkins is one point is pumpkins were known for granting wishes, for love, prosperity, fertility, protection when carved. So there is a point to the carving, and it's pretty old. So associated with deities, pumpkins are associated with deities of lunar deities, mainly goddesses of water and the moon. So Selene is a lunar deity. Artemis and Hecate are also. And water, I can't even say these names. Amphitrite or something. And Thalassa, something like that. One spelled Amphitate. The other one's Thallassa. So I'm sure there's more. Those are just some examples I wrote down real quick. When in season, the pumpkins are in season through September, from September to December. And their medicinal properties are digestive aid help. I don't know why I wrote helps. Oh, it helps maintain healthy blood glucose levels, reduces cholesterol and triglycerides. Diuretic, helps ease ulcers, prevents kidney stones. I think I wrote this in here twice, so I'll try not to read it again. Spell work, and this is all in my book of shadows because I write everything down and I study it and research to be a better witch and better at my practice. Spell work, wish magic, love magic, lunar magic, prosperity spells, and magic, feminine magic, and fertility magic. So, festivals, observances, and rituals. Mabon, Samhain / Halloween, Thanksgiving, all autumn observances. So pumpkins are for all autumn observances. Culinary use, we are usually most familiar with pumpkin pie, right? But pumpkin is very versatile. Roast the seeds. For salads and snacks, use small roasted pumpkins as soup bowls. That's a neat thing to do with the outside of a pumpkin. Pumpkin soup and pumpkin bread. I'm gonna be making some of those this year. So, and it says place a, oh no, I'm not ready for that part yet. Hold on, I wrote that in the wrong area. So those are some things about pumpkins. To preserve pumpkin, they can be canned and used later in soups and desserts, so you can save them. Storage, it says to store on a piece of cardboard for 30 to 90 days in a cool, dry place. Do not place pumpkins on cement. So, homemade rituals and decor, or ritual decor, pumpkins are all, okay, so pumpkins, fall decoration, they they make great centerpieces. I wrote kind of fast on this, sorry. And porch decorations. Place small ones on your mantle with fall leaves and you can make a pumpkin wreath. And carve them up as lanterns during Halloween or Samhain. Samhain. Why am I saying Samhain? It's pronounced Samhain. Some people pronounce it that way though. Another favorite of mine is you can make votive holders for votive candles. out of small pumpkins, of course, not the big ones. So those are just some other things you can do with pumpkins. Also, magical tips here. Scary faces carved into pumpkins serve as spiritual protectors of health and home. So it says, this year take that protective energy further by carving protective symbols into your pumpkins, not just faces, like protective symbols along with the faces. So that'd be neat to do, and you put them outside on your porch or in front of your house, because it's to protect, to keep, it's an Irish thing. It's to keep evil spirits away. Yeah, it says ancient Celts also believe the veil between worlds is thinner on the eve of November 1st, and that the ghost of the dead can return to the land of the living. Carving faces into pumpkins scare away evil spirits that walk the land and cause trouble and chaos. That is why after you carve the faces into the pumpkins, you place them in front of your door or house for protection. Also, I found it says that, well, pumpkins and witches are very, very close and intertwined. Back in ancient Ireland, long ago, the Celts carved faces into turnips to keep fairies from creating mischief and chaos around their villages and towns. Then the Irish, when they immigrated to the United States, their practices morphed from carving turnips to pumpkins, because the pumpkins are more readily available here than turnips. That's what it says. So Samhain is the last festival of the year and is a time of death in the fields and with humans. So it's the winter, it's the cold, plants, not all of them, but plants and things are like dying or going back in, waiting for spring to come back out. So yeah, this is the time of year we get colds, you can get other time of years too, but especially this time of year with this everything changing, you get colds, flus, and all that. And pumpkin has a lot of antioxidants and vitamins that help with that too, to protect against it. So, which is where I'm getting right here when it says, when I put on a witchier aspect of things, pumpkins also provide a sustainable vegetable that can last through the winter, to be able to be consumed as soups, pies, different things. They have plenty of vitamins and minerals needed for a healthy immune system, especially with it being cold and flu season. Pumpkins also reduce cholesterol, maintain healthy blood glucose. So I already said all that stuff. So that's why I repeated it twice without even realizing it. So, and like I said, magical properties of pumpkin. It's a symbol of prosperity, love, and fertility. So now, without further ado, that was the information part of my video. I hope it wasn't too boring. But now we get to the exciting part, which is the two little activities that I was gonna do. I'll put my book up there. So one of these with pumpkin seeds, when it's on a full moon or harvest moon, full moon, or harvest full moon, or just a full moon, doesn't matter. We're gonna take, oh, I forgot the Sharpie. Let me get a Sharpie from my daughter. Give me just a second. case Suze comes home. Okay. Sorry for the interruption, but I'm back now. I had to get the Sharpie to write on the pumpkin seeds. I have them in the jar. They're roasted. I roasted them a while ago. Probably a week ago. I eat them also, but I use them for the spell work too. So I'm gonna pour a few out here on the down here so I can I'm just gonna write on these because we're supposed it's to write your wishes on here. Let me see how it works. These are small, so they're so small. How do you write this small on this? But this is what it says to do. So what's my wishes? I'm just gonna put happiness, I guess, or happy, because that's shorter. Okay, you can't really see it very well. I wrote it on there. Ugh, these seeds are so small. I wrote on my finger too, but I wrote it on there, but it's very itty bitty, and oh, I think it may have got smudged a little, but it's fine. As long as you know what it says. I'm pretty sure the universe will know too. These pumpkin seeds are stuck together. So let's put love on one. So you would continue and write on each one until you have as many as you want of the seeds in your hand. I'm just gonna put a few in my hand. I'll write one more. I don't know what else to write on there. Oh shoot. What other wishes? Love, happiness, peace. Oh, that came out better. That actually looks like it says peace on it. Oh, I like it. Oh, my writing's not the best though, but I got like 3 here. Let me write one more. What can I write now? Luck, I guess. I'm trying to think of short words because these seeds are so small. I don't even know how this is supposed to work. It looks like it says lock, but I meant it to say look. I mean look, not look. Okay, so I have these 4 that I've written on in my hand. You can add as many as you want. Put a whole bunch in there. And then what you will do, put them in a container or whatever you're going to take with you. And like I said, a full moon or harvest moon, whatever, harvest full moon or full moon, just that way. You go during the full moon to a body, which make sure you have plenty of light because it could be a little dangerous doing it this way, I guess. Or you could do it during the daytime as long as it's a full moon. It doesn't have to be dark, actually. To a body of water, flowing water, like a river or something like that. And you take, I mean, I guess you could even go to a wishing well. I don't know, so as long as it's moving water. And you take them and you stand there under the moon or whatever, and you toss them in, each one with your wishes on there, and it's supposed to flow down the river and out to the, you know, the earth. The universe takes it and gives you what you wish for, hopefully, you know, as long as it's reasonable or whatever. I thought it was a neat little wish thing or spell that you can do. And then another one that you can do, which I'm going to do also, you have a bunch of herbs that are for prosperity, luck, or fertility, whatever you're looking for, because pumpkin seeds are for those. I mean, it's for prosperity and love and fertility, I think it said, and some other things. Take your little bags or sachets or whatever you want to call them, little baggy things for your little satchel spells and incantations, and you will take and put some of these seeds in there. I'm gonna double bag this because these ones, for some reason, some of the settled pieces of herb tend to try to come out, so I double bag it. I have 2 bags. They're 2 different colors though, but it's fine. And I'm gonna put these, and you can make these and keep them or give them to friends and family. You know, make a little incantation or spell with for luck and prosperity with the seeds in here, and then you will put some herbs that do the same. Well, this herb is to intensify the results more, like to help with your spell or wish, whatever you want to call it, coming true. So you just stick that stuff in there. Put a little bit more in there. See, it's in there. And then I'm trying not to make a mess with it. Dill also is, because I'm doing mine for prosperity and love, because I have some rose and some different things. Dill is for that, and it's for luck too, I think, from what I've learned. You just put a little bit in there. I always put salt, protection, absorbs negative energy, you know, all that. It's just good to have that in any of your spell work. And I'm trying my best because it's hard. I should have brought a spoon or something to put it in there easier. Mint, which is for luck or money or prosperity, whatever you want to call it. Put that in there. These are just normal kitchen herbs, like I said. It's simple little incantations and spells you can do with them too. Cilantro, and you can put it like I do. You can make cooking spells like with your food also. I do all kinds of different stuff. So this was cilantro, like I said, which is also for prosperity, I think. If I'm not because herbs are for multiple purposes, obviously different things, but that's what I have read and what I have used it for. I try to use the herbs that feel closest to me and more connected with me, like my basil, because it goes with my fire sign, Aries. And it is also, I mean, it's just a very good herb to use for spells and stuff. So this is my little spell bag that I'm making and making a mess with. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the camera whilst I'm doing this, but I'm making a freaking mess over there. Just tossing stuff. Okay. Did I put everything in there? I think I did. Oh, I didn't put the rose in there for the love. And I guess I should have brought some other herbs, for more loving herbs. Like I have chamomile and all that, but I know rose is known for love connections and stuff. So here we go. Ooh, I guess spilled some rose on the floor. And it's got my pumpkin seeds in there. And when you're done with that, you just cinch it up, or you can write a little paper or petition and put in there with the words prosperity or an incantation you made yourself, like I do sometimes in there. I kind of tie it up on both sides. If I can get it to tie. Okay, there we go. And then I stick it inside the other little baggie, so it's more protection from it like coming through the bag. I don't know why it comes through the bag sometimes. But these are nice little Culver bags I got. I'm gonna get some other ones, smaller ones, because I didn't mean to get such big ones. But since I got them, I might as well use them. I paid for them, so. Then there's your little bag, and it's like orange. So for Halloween or Samhain, whichever you celebrate. or if you celebrate both like I do, I kind of intertwine them because of what I used to more so believe in, and still some things I still believe in for that, and including with my witchcraft side now. Include it all together because it's part of me, it's me. So there we go. We have that in there. And I'm probably gonna take these, I'm gonna write some more things on these so I can take them into the water and toss them in the water, but I'm not gonna do it now because it's dark. And it is full moon, but it's not dark. I mean, it's dark, it is dark, and I don't wanna go out at night, and so. But I wanted to share that with you for a video about pumpkins and a little bit of lore slash tradition with pumpkins from the Irish, from, you know, the Celts. And I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I'm part Irish, so it's part of my heritage too, and I love learning about my heritage and about witchcraft that's involved with my different ancestors and stuff that, you know, back in the day they did. Oh, and I forgot to put rosemary and my cinnamon in there, but that's okay. I'll just do that later. And that is what I have for you today for this video. I'm gonna make a video, I think tomorrow too, and post it of we're going to the Blue Ridge Tunnel that's here. It's a trail that here in Waynesboro that we walk, me and my kids, and I kind of wanted to show it to you and go over some of the spiritual like energy that I feel when I'm there and what I sense. And there are spirits there that died there, that there were many, I was reading different accidents that happened, that lots of people died. Some also, I think there's 2 or 3 slaves or something, people that were lost or buried there on unmarked graves. So yeah, so I planned, if the weather is great and my kids are doing okay, that plan to go down there and videotape some of that and talk about it. So stay tuned for that video for tomorrow. And I hope this video was helpful and had some neat tips that you will use and like this year for this time of season, for Samhain, for Halloween, because Halloween is one of my favorites. And you know, now that I'm a witch, it's Samhain, so I incorporate a little bit of both traditions from different things. And like I said, I'm part Irish too, so the pumpkins have a lot to do with my culture. Also, another thing you can do on for Samhain or Halloween is light some, which I do, light some white candles and place them throughout your home, or you can even have, if you don't want to leave like real ones burning, the ones, it still works the same, the ones that are fake candles, but they still, you turn them on and they be, and have them be white is the preferred color. But well, because it's an international, it's the color that stands in for any color anyway, but white to for our ancestors and the dead, that so they can find their way, it lights their way to the other side so they can cross over. Also, I do a tradition of, which also is a tradition in Mexico, but I think it's a different time of a different day for them, which is the where you take, well, I think their tradition is you go to the graveyard with a meal and you eat with your loved ones, your past loved ones, on that day, the Day of the Dead. This is what it's called for them. And also, but what I do here at home is I prepare a meal for us, for my family, and I set some extra places with food for our past loved ones and just spirits that are welcome in my home that don't want to cause any trouble, and so that they will be part of this. And I mean, it's their time, it's when the veil is thinnest between the spiritual world and this world, so they can cross over and come into this world and interact with us. There's nothing wrong as long as they're respectful and they're not trying to do any harm. But some of them do need to move on. So if you know, the white candles help with that also, but this also, the meals help them feel like they're still part of our lives, and they're still important, and we still love them, and we still care about them. So it's a very important tradition that I do, and that a lot of witches do, I think, and just people in general, like from like Mexico and different places, do it too, which my husband is from Mexico. So, but that's what I have for you for this video, like I said, and stay tuned for the video tomorrow. If all goes well, I will post that of the tunnel and a trail and all the trail with the nature and plants and stuff that we pass, and have some fun and sense hopefully some energy and get some feelings of what maybe these people when they passed were feeling or maybe feeling now. So with my I sense energy, I sense emotions, because I have some empathic abilities. So I consider myself psychic / empath plus witch, so that's why I call myself psychic witch. So because I couldn't explain some of those feelings that I was having and why, and just I don't really see things, but I feel them a lot, and from other people. So they call it, like, I think some people call it like I don't know, they call it something like you know when someone's being truthful or not to you, and all that kind of stuff too, and when they're being real or not themselves and stuff. So more so, even if you don't know that person. So I hope you have a wonderful, magical night and evening. Well, it's night now, so a magical night, and stay safe. Keep doing the magical things that you're doing, and there's nothing wrong with trying new things. And so until next time, I will see you later. Bye.